Welcome back to TechKidFX for another Gala Games price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Gala Games chart, which at the time of this recording is holding above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is now acting as support for us to continue gearing up to our next key area of resistance at around the $0.04336 mark. And the moment we manage to break above that key area of resistance, then I'll be watching for a successful retest before we can continue gearing up and continue unlocking even higher prices. We have also continued to obey the Elliot wave structures, where we had been seeing a bit of a breakdown to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2, in a move that managed to get into the minimum retracement area, which lies between the $0.03936 mark and the $0.02588 mark, in a move that gave us a low at around the $0.03 mark. And having managed to get into the minimum retracement area in the formation of this wave 2, I now believe that we have bottomed out in the formation of that wave 2, and whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of a massive run up to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 to the upper side. And all this is playing out after we fully peaked in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 1, and because of the impulsive nature in the formation of that first wave, we also saw a 5-wave structure to the upper side, where you can see I have this Elliot wave structure in yellow, having the wave 5 giving us a peak at around the $0.06328 mark, and also completing the formation of that first wave to the upper side. And before I get further into the technical analysis, to give you the short-term scenarios and also sketch out my target areas to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership, and allow me to first sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that now gives me a target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.10706 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Gala Games to do here on the long-term scenarios in the formation of this wave 3. And in the formation of that wave 3, which is also an impulsive wave, I'm also expecting to see a 5-wave structure in formation within the formation of that wave 3, having the wave 5 fully maximizing our target areas and also giving us the high for that larger Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side. And it is this micro Elliot wave count within the formation of this wave 3 that is going to give me the short-term scenarios, and I believe that is better seen here on the 1-hour chart. So jumping to the 1-hour chart for further analysis and to give you the short-term scenarios, here on the 1-hour chart you can see that after seeing our low in the formation of this wave 2 within this blue target area, we started this massive run up to the upper side obeying the Elliot wave structures, where you can see I have this Elliot wave structure in white, having the wave 5 giving us a peak at around the $0.0511 mark, and also completing the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side. And after seeing the high for that larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side, whatever we expected next was a corrective structure to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, I was able to come up with a minimum retracement area in the formation of this wave 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.78 as a maximum, which is a target area that lies between the $0.04059 mark and the $0.03467 mark, which is a target area at the time of this recording we have almost fully maximized in a breakdown that gave us a low at around the $0.03616 mark. And there are high chances that we have now bottomed out in the formation of this wave 2, and whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of a massive run up to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3. And before I sketch out target areas to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3, I can first give you a measure from this low down here in the formation of this wave 2 to the current prices that we are trading within, where you can see that the market is now up by more than 10.5%, which is a very nice bounce to the upper side. and this could be the start of this wave 3 to the upper side, and the first indication that we were going to start seeing higher prices. You can see that after seeing our low in the formation of this wave 2, we saw the formation of this long wick to the lower side, which was the first indication that the sellers were losing momentum and the buyers were trying to get stronger. And you can see that after printing that long wick to the lower side, we have been seeing massive gains to the upper side, where you have seen that the market is now up by more than 10.5%. And now getting back to the technical analysis to sketch out my target areas to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 using a trend-based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave down here to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That now gives me a target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.06994 mark, and that is the minimum that we can expect this wave 3 to the upper side to do, and also expect to see another 5 wave structure in formation within the formation of that wave 3, having the wave 5 fully maximizing our target areas and also giving us the high for that wave 3 before we can expect a wave 4 and then a wave 5 to fully maximize our larger Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side that I'm expecting on the long-term scenarios. And before all that plays out, there are key movements that we also need to continue watching over here. We need to continue holding above the 20-day MAs, both on the 1-hour chart and also on the 4-hour chart, so that they can continue giving us the support that we need for us to continue gearing up to our next key area of resistance, and that is at around the $0.04336 mark. And the moment we manage to break above that, watch for a successful retest before we can continue gearing up, and also watch for a break above the high for this first wave to the upper side, and that is at around the $0.05089 mark, and a break above that will be enough confirmation that we are back into the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side. So that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios. As long as we are holding above the 20-day MAs, we have the support that we need to get to our next key area of resistance at around the $0.04336 mark, and a break above that, watch for a successful retest before we can continue gearing up, and also watch a break above the wave 1 high, because a break above that, then that will be enough confirmation that you are back in the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3. And getting back to the 4-hour chart to take a look at the indicators here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 54 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have been able to print a bullish cross, fully supporting higher prices. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.